Welcome back, artists. Today we are going to finish up our green monsters. We're going to do two things. We're going to add some bluish greenish ears and some purple hair. So I'm going to start with the ears. Again, there's two of them. So to make your life easier, I would encourage you to take your rectangle and fold it in half. And then you're going to think about an ear sort of like a letter C, but it could have any kind of shape on this sort of side. So I'm going to begin by cutting out a C shape or a U shape. So this is like the outside of my ear possibly. And then when I turn around, I maybe want to add a couple of wiggles or some shapes that make my ear different than a C. So these could be my ears. I could do it this way, so they sort of stick out, or I could have it this way, so they're in. I think I like it this way. And I can decide where I want to put my ears. I could put them up here. I could put them across or in line with the eyes. I could even put them down further if I wanted to. So you, as the artist, get to decide. I think I'll put mine just a little bit above the eyes, and I'm gonna have them stick out. So again, I didn't do any cutting, so I can just dot, dot, not a lot. Push and squeeze, push and squeeze. Give it a push, give it a hold, and then you're ready for the next one. Push down, squeeze, squeeze. I'm doing about 4 or 5 on this one, not a whole lot. And here we go. Now the last thing is the hair, and we're gonna do the purplish hair. And it's kind of wiggly in the book. So if you wanna make it wiggly, you can. Let me show you how you can do that. So you're gonna essentially cut an S line. So the first one, you're just sort of cutting so you can get the shape that you want, right? You're not gonna really use this. But then what you can do is just draw cut a second line sort of following that same path. So I'm trying to make it the same thickness as I cut. So I'm looking at how thick my line is. So this could be my hair. And I can decide how I want my hair to go. But I want to have a few more strips than just one, so I'm going to cut a couple of them. And the nice thing about this technique is every time I cut now, I get another piece of hair. And they aren't all the same thickness, and that's okay. It makes it look a little bit more interesting. Shows some variety. All right, I'm thinking maybe that's enough hair. Now I got to think about, how do I want my hair to go? I am thinking I'm going to have one that maybe comes down low like this, and then maybe they'll just kind of tilt as they come, or maybe I can move this over a little bit. So I'm sort of keeping them close here, but then they're spreading out as they get further away. And mine sort of go off the paper. It's okay if they go off the paper. If that bothers you, of course, you can do something about that. You could change it. You could even trim these so they're a little bit smaller. I think I might trim this one to about right here. So then I can use this tail to add another part right here. And if that's how I want my hair to go, then that's how I'm going to glue it down. So now I'm just going to flip this over. All right, want to make sure you get a dot on each end and a few in the middle. This is thin, so you're not going to want to put very big dots or the glue is going to ooze out. Remember, our goal when we glue is dot, dot, not a lot, and no oozy goozies. I'm going to hold this down. And then I'm gonna flip this one over. Oops. And do the same thing. Dot on the end. Small dots. Small dots, so I'm not. So I'm not getting any oozy goozies. Now we have our yellow eyes, our red mouth, our bluish greenish nose, our ears, and our hair. I would encourage you to spend a little time and add an extra detail or two to make your green monster even more unique. But once you have all of the things on there, glued on there that you want to, you're gonna take a white crayon and on the front, you're gonna write your name, with your best writing, and you're going to write your class code. And of course, when we glue things, we put them on the drying rack, and then you are all done.